everybody. Welcome to Hot Cups. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Brenda or Bree.
Yeah, okay. So what we got going on today, Brenda?
So today, like I've been mentioning, in the last video you've seen, we pulled out of our little Hot Cups container. We picked Alaska in the last one. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk a little bit about like the history, paranormal, anything to do with Alaska. If you guys are from Alaska or you know anything, leave us a comment down below. We're also going to go into another topic too. Do we want to do...
Whatever Brenda wants to do.
Am I running this one today?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about Alaska first.
Okay.
I just have some history. Do you know?
I don't know much. All I know is that, I mean, we did buy it from Russia. It was a territory since like the 1800 somethings. I'm not really sure exactly, around the mid 1800s, I think.
Yeah.
It became a state. It was the 49th state in like 1959.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of oil and natural resources there and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like most of the people live like south.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's just all that wilderness up there. Yeah. I would like to go see it, like a cruise or something.
It would be cool to go see it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's beautiful up there.
I seen that it dates back to the upper Paleolithic times.
Okay.
It's like around 14,000 BC.
Oh.
And the word Alaska derives from Aleut, which means mainland. So
Okay, and then they have the Aleutian Islands down there that are like, you know, that go down like that.
Yeah.
And they have that Bering Strait that sometimes I think you were able to walk across in the past to go to like Russia and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I think the Russian guy was talking about building some kind of train or something over there or something. I don't know.
That's interesting.
It is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So there is something that you want to talk about first.
Oh.
You want to mention the
Alaska?
Yeah.
Well, I was, saw on the show about this dark pyramid that's supposed to be in Alaska in one of the mountains up there. Yeah, and apparently, I mean, I thought it was only on like some crazy conspiracy theory, but I was just I looked it up, Googled it, and it's on like there's a lot of shows about it and everything. So I'm wondering, like, is there any kind of truth to it? And the one show I watched, they said there was this pyramid inside the mountain, and people were like, the military and stuff had all the stuff going on outside. But what they're saying the pyramid was, it was a place where the UFOs to come in and recharge their stuff. It was a charging station. And that's why people keep saying they see UFOs going towards the mountain, because it's a charging station.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So, I mean...
They're hiding a lot of shit from us.
Yeah, it's called the Dark Pyramid. It's in Alaska. I was trying to find out what mountain it was in. They said it on one of the shows, but I can't remember, and it's not really saying on here.
No.
I mean, there's a Mount Tri-Pyramid, but I don't think that's what it's called.
Tri-Pyramid, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was called something else. But yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I seen that part of the show until the dogs were.
Yeah.
But it seemed interesting. I am interested to know, like.
Yeah, and one of the other things I saw about Alaska was I forget the name of the town, but everybody lives in one building, okay, in the town. It's like one giant building, and everything is enclosed in that building, what they need. The schools are inside. The stores are inside. And
I did see that,
Did you see that? It's all inside, like one giant building. Everybody lives in there, and everything they could ever need is in there.
And that's kind of funny that you mentioned it, because I did do research, and that's under the paranormal thing.
Oh, okay.
Paranormal.
Why so it's paranormal?
It's actually one of my first ones that I found.
Oh, okay.
So it's called the Begitch Towers in Whittier.
Okay.
Or Whitter. I don't know. Sorry if we're pronouncing these words wrong.
Yeah.
It's a 14-story tower that houses 215 residents that live in the condominium, but also stores, churches, and public utilities are there.
So it's 14 stories.
Yeah.
But I think it's long.
Yeah. It is longer.
Long.
Yeah.
Does it go underground?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah. If you guys know, let us know if it goes underground.
Yeah.
That is, I feel like there would be a basement or something.
Right.
There's a few ghosts. There's some spirit encounters.
Oh.
There's one that likes to whistle while he strolls up and down the hallways.
Okay.
Another is heard stomping up and down the steps.
Okay.
And it says the Bewitched Towers are most frightening in the winter months because nobody can leave. So that's when you hear a lot of paranormal noises and things like that.
Yeah. People probably live their whole lives in there and then pass away.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if, like, the majority of the population's there, because it's not a lot. I know Alaska, it's bigger, right? It is big? No?
Alaska?
Yeah.
It's the biggest state.
It is the biggest state.
It's twice the size of Texas.
So, like, what's the population?
Of Alaska? I'm not really sure what the population is, but,
because I've heard that somewhere I see in the Bewitched Towers, they said that most of the people live there.
Yeah,
but
in that town.
Yeah, okay.
In that town, not in the state of Alaska.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's, Anchorage, Alaska is probably, like, the biggest city. There's
I've heard of that one.
Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Juneau's the capital, but that's kind of down the side along Canada a little bit. Juneau is. Yeah.
Huh. I would like to go and visit it.
Yeah. Some of the native, Indians there are Inuit, I think they're called. Inuit Indians.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
They don't like to be called Eskimos, I don't think.
Eskimos.
Yeah, I think
That's a
they're
cute one.
Inuit, yeah. But it's a couple of famous people from Alaska.
Yeah.
The singer Jewel.
Yeah.
She's the most famous one. Bob Ross, the painter. Guess that's why he does all those pretty little trees and mountains.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other people that I really didn't recognize the name. They said no billionaires live in Alaska, but there are some millionaires.
I wonder why.
Well, if you were a billionaire, would you live there?
No. Honestly, if I would not. Even if I wouldn't. Even, like, normally, I would not. No. I'm not a big snow person.
No,
so.
I don't like the cold either. And I did also read something.
I like the seasons.
Right, there's certain spots up there where it's like for the whole winter it's dark.
Yeah.
Right, and then the whole summer the sun's up. You know what I mean? And they say sometimes in the summertime they have to put things over their windows and tape them up there to keep the light out so they can sleep and stuff.
I couldn't do that. Yeah. I need, like, my night in bed. That would mess me up.
It would, yeah. Yeah.
It's funny how you don't really realize how big the United States is until, like, you hear people talking about it and stuff. Like, I've only ever been on the East Coast.
Yeah.
There's so much more to see,
well,
and I've never
been around, haven't you?
I mean, I have, but in a truck. It was on the road. I didn't get to see a lot.
Okay.
But
yeah.
It's just crazy how big it truly is.
Like, I mean, to fly to California, it's 5 or 6 hours. I think Las Vegas was 5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Never been on a plane. My plan is to go.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So what else, Brenda?
So my second paranormal, you may have heard of it. It's the old Jesse Lee Home for Children. It was like a foster kind of home. It's in Seward, Alaska. Seward.
And what's the name of it? Jesse?
The old Jesse Lee Home for Children.
Jesse Lee Home for Children. Okay, what went on there?
So it first opened in 1926.
Okay.
There's reports of feeling like dread and despair when you go in. So there was actually a fire. Let me see. I can't remember. Yeah. In 1964, the property suffered from a fire, and it killed a lot of children.
Was it an orphanage? Or?
Yeah, it was like an orphanage. It killed a lot of children, so there's a lot of child spirits around, which is just sad anyway.
Yeah.
Said that you can hear giggling children even if none are present. But they did tear it down. Despite fundraising to restore the site, demolition was supposed to occur November 4th, 2020. So it was supposed to be tore down.
So did they do it?
As far as I know, they did. But I have heard about this one before. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's very sad. I couldn't even.
Yeah.
That's kind of why, in a way, I'm kind of glad they tore it down a little bit, just because it is sad. It holds a lot of sadness with all the kids gone and.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they really don't have orphanages anymore.
No. It's more like foster homes, really.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't have orphanages because there's a lot of times there's not a lot of foster homes.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think
or it's hard to place a lot of kids.
True. I think orphanages too would get them out there. Some of them need more vocal and to be with people.
Yeah.
My third one is the Igloo City Hotel. It's in Cantwell, Alaska. Have you heard of it?
I think I might have.
It was built in the 1970s. It's a 4-story structure. It was never completed. People aren't really sure why it was never completed.
Okay.
It's had a lot of owners, and the current owner is actually trying to sell it now.
Oh.
It's an igloo-shaped hotel.
Okay.
Like, they never finished it.
Okay.
I'll put pictures in of these different places.
Okay.
It's alleged to be haunted. Reports of seeing, like, strange lights coming from the inside. Like, if you're outside, you can see them, like, the lights on.
Oh.
But the place wasn't done, so there's no reason there should be lights.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why the guy doesn't want it anymore.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There is also reports of a woman in white looking out one of the windows, and everybody's wondering who she is. Nobody knows.
There's always, like, women in white
There
calling
is.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. The latest owner is actually, his name's Brad Fisher. They did have that name on the website.
Okay.
So, and I found all of these on hauntedrooms.com. Places haunted in Alaska.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Some fun facts that I found.
Okay.
3% of Alaska is covered in glaciers.
3%.
3%.
Okay.
Alaska has no poison ivy or poison oak, and I can see that because it's cold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And it nations 2 of the largest forests. So that's all for the Alaska side, unless you have anything else you want to add.
No, I don't.
I didn't know a lot about Alaska. That's why I had to look it up.
Yeah,
because
I
wasn't
mean,
sure.
I don't really think about it
No,
too
I don't
much.
either.
I mean, I know people that have gone on the Alaskan cruises, and you know, they said they like them.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. No, when you think of a cruise, you think of warm, sunny, tropical. You don't think of cold and
No.
snowy, nice. So, yeah.
Um,
So I'm sure it'd be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See different stuff.
So, the next thing that we're going to talk about, I don't want you seeing it yet, just in case. The next thing we're going to talk about is skinwalkers. Do you know what a skinwalker is? Can you?
I like I said before, I watched that Skinwalker Ranch show, and I heard about him before because I watched like it was on like Ghost Adventures and stuff like that. They say they're like some weird creatures or something.
Yeah. So
Shapeshifters or in Utah,
Mhm.
in that Skinwalker Ranch, because that's located in like I think it's like northeast Utah or something.
yeah.
Okay.
And then there's also, it's called, so Skinwalker Ranch is right next to Blind Frog Ranch.
Okay.
And they're kind of like all connected a little
Okay.
bit. So I was at work today, and what got me interested in it, and I came home and told Melissa, my coworkers and I were talking about the skinwalkers, and I was looking up a video. I fell into a loophole, a black hole of skinwalkers.
Yeah.
And
Skinwalkers. Sounds scary.
I would like to go and see over there, but they said, like you said, the grounds are really weird, and like stuff happens, weird stuff happens.
Yeah, there's a lot of like energy or something
Yeah.
in the ground, or they were getting weird readings and lots of like radiation, and
Yeah.
and they were seeing the lights like on the, they call it a mesa, it's like a hill or
Oh, okay.
going
Like a
up,
mountain kind of.
Yeah, and they kept seeing like weird lights up there and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it says a skinwalker is a harmful witch in Navajo folklore, capable of transforming into animals, and is deeply feared within the culture.
Navajo, maybe they.
Yeah, it's Navajo.
Oh, Navajo.
Navajo.
Navajo, yeah.
I'm so sorry if I butcher these names.
that's okay.
But I was told they're like shapeshifters, like we said.
Yeah.
Skinwalkers.
And sometimes they're like
shapeshifters.
wolves or
Yeah.
some kind of.
I said werewolves exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounds creepy.
It does. Yeah.
And like the video I watched, I was like in shock.
Really?
I was kind of like, what the hell? Like.
And it was a real person's video?
Yeah. It's from the Blind Frog Ranch. So they have the mystery of
Yeah.
Blind Frog Ranch.
Okay, yeah.
I do want to watch that. If you guys know anything or have watched it, let us know.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
Okay.
Um.
So this video is from the Frog Ranch.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It really shocked me.
Okay.
Like I felt very weird after
Okay.
that. I was like,
Was it like
What?
the owners, or was it people investigating, or?
yeah. So
Okay.
it's the owner, I believe, and some friends or family or whatever.
Okay.
And the
So-
guy's family was staying not far from where they had cams up, like in the woods
Oh
and stuff.
yeah.
And the guy's family was staying there, and they caught it on camera. And the 3 minutes it took them to, because they weren't far, the 3 minutes it took them to run down there to see it was gone.
Oh.
And what shocked me the most,
Yeah.
honestly, is how human-like it was. It's fucking weird. I'm not again. So I'm going to show her the video. I'll also have it on the screen too. But are you ready?
I am ready.
It's so weird, Melissa. Look, I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
So it's called This is a Skinwalker, Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. Yep.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, make it big.
So you'll hear the noise.
Okay, so this is it.
Yeah. It's just short.
That's down by Mosby Creek. Right where Chance
It's so
Canyon.
weird.
Right where Chance Canyon. Look at this.
It has a face and everything.
Where is it?
But see how he's bending?
Oh, is that the thing?
That's a skinwalker. That's what they're saying a skinwalker is.
But it looks like a person.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a skinwalker.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
they don't know that guy. The guy's not like changing.
Yeah, they went down there and he was gone.
So they got this guy on the video.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wearing normal clothes,
That's
belt.
what I'm saying. You can see the face.
That's by your camera.
That's nobody they know.
It's almost like he's.
It's like he's
but
being
under,
choked. Yeah.
under a spell, like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
see,
Like
that's what they
possessed or
do.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he's going down now, and they're not even that far. But yeah, they're just running down. Isn't that freaking weird? What got me was it looks like a freaking person.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, a shadow figure or like a skinwalker, I thought they were a skinwalker, but I thought they were more shadow-like, not human-like. Seeing like a person like me or you, or like Christian, that's weird to me.
But who's
Like the way he was going like that, I can't do that. I can't like twist him. Isn't that weird?
But I mean, how they know it just wasn't a guy?
I don't know. That's the
Why is
thing.
the guy assuming it was a skinwalker?
I don't know.
You know, I mean, he had the stupid belt on. The belt was hanging down.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's
the guy.
what that's what got me.
Unless there was a guy walking around and he
Yeah.
got some kind of possessed or something, and
well, they say that like
maybe whatever it was, they took him.
with skinwalkers, they can possess a person
That's what it kind of looked like.
and then turn into an animal. Like that's what they
Okay.
said. But they also said that like somebody could die and they'll take over like their form.
Okay. But those guys doing it didn't know who that was.
They didn't know who it was. He's running down there to see to like
Is
this.
there more?
No,
Oh.
this is it.
Okay.
But there is a full show. But I just thought it blew my freaking mind. I watched it about 5 times.
I mean, he was kind of weird the way it was.
I know, and I keep going back and watching it. I don't understand.
It's almost like he's being like almost being lifted or pulled up. You know
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
is levitating. Like in it, in the
Okay.
actual footage, he is levitating.
Yeah. Or like something's in, you know, something trying to come out of his mouth. Like
Yeah, like he's gurgling.
possession or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's by your camera.
It's just weird.
Unless he
It's weird. Like I don't know how to feel about it.
unless
myself.
he's in the process of shape shifting. I mean,
That's what they think he's doing.
maybe they walk around normal so people don't suspect anything.
Well, they look like us. Apparently, skinwalkers look like humans because they're trying to suck people in.
Oh.
It is a possession. It is like a witch possession type thing. It's like a curse
Oh.
because the lands are cursed. So that's why
Oh.
they're.
Well, why are the lands cursed, you know?
I've heard it's because Native Americans and stuff, like a
Navajo.
burial ground. And yeah, it's
Okay.
like a whole thing. I'm in a black hole. Like I want to know more.
Well, obviously, everybody does because people are researching it. and
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on
Yeah.
there.
Let me tell you this story. So, my one coworker said that the owner was there, okay? And like he was healthy as can be, like he was fine. And he's the type that he doesn't believe it unless he sees something actually happen. Like he's
Okay.
like, I don't believe in it. This lady pulled up, there's like a thing known as like a black truck, okay? There's no plates or nothing. They just see black trucks. And they think it's the skinwalkers. There's like no plates or
Oh,
anything.
they have their own cars?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's weird. I know.
Are they ghost cars or?
That's kind of what it is because they disappeared. So this lady pulled up in a black truck and he walked out to see like what you're doing, who the hell are you? Like
Mhm.
her face was all white, she had black rings around her eyes, and she had a wound in her head, like she was shot in her head.
Oh, that sounds like a ghost.
Yeah, well, he didn't have to call 911. He was about ready to call 911. Cops, ambulance, all showed up without him calling.
Yeah.
And they told him to ignore it. They didn't answer his questions. They didn't do anything. He
So
ran back
they
inside and
might
they disappeared.
have- They probably had reports of that.
Yeah, he was like, he walked out and nothing happened. And she said by the end of the show, he was wearing a crystal. He looked very sickly.
The guy.
Yeah, the owner.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, he looks very sickly.
But the cops were real that came out. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He said by the time, like, she said by the time, like, it was gone. Everything was gone, like it didn't happen. And
Could it be interdimensional stuff?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that whole thing. Remember when we talked in the
Porthole out there or something?
Yeah. Remember when we talked about the different dimensions and how they
Yeah.
said that when we die, like,
Yeah.
there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they, you know, with the high radiation and high other energy levels and the weird stuff, it could be some kind of weird dimensional portal stuff going on there.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and
the weird trucks and
yeah, you know, and who knows how, you know, it might not be like totally accurate. Maybe people get messed up going into
Yeah.
the dimensions,
well,
you know.
see, and I'm like, I'm not skeptical, but that really looked like a guy to me that was just like, he was either acting or something really was going on.
Yeah, it was a guy.
That's what I'm saying. And the fact that you can see a face, you can
Yeah.
see the hair, you can
Yeah.
see his clothes.
Yeah.
He looks like us.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's
he
what's
first
getting
showed
me.
I thought I was going to be seeing something behind him because it was a guy. To
Yeah.
me. But he looked like a guy who was being possessed or schizophrenic or something was up. You
Yeah,
know
it
what
was,
I mean?
it, like, I watched it 5 times. I was
Yeah.
so, like,
It was almost like with his mouth open, how sometimes like things, like in the
Yeah.
movies, things come out and they shed the body. You know what I mean?
That's
Stuff like
exactly-
that. Yeah. I wish they would have showed a little more.
I do too. I know.
I mean, because the guy ran out to go look at it, but the other guys were still looking at the camera.
and they didn't show us any more of
and
that.
they didn't say anything.
See, and that's my
I
thing
mean,
too.
did they see the guy disappear? Did
Yeah.
he just go off from the camera?
Did he turn into something?
Did he turn into something? What the hell happened?
That's kind of how I am. I want to know what happened after that.
Yeah.
Because we heard it, but they weren't
Right.
showing the camera. And
Right.
then, like you said, the guy raced down.
Yeah. Is there a full episode of this?
There is, I believe it's on Hulu and like Amazon Prime and stuff. Discovery Plus.
So is this like a real show?
Yeah, it's the mystery of mystery
at-
at Blind Frog Ranch.
Oh, okay. So they just showed that part. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a TV show.
Yeah.
Of the people that.
And they show like weird lines on the ground, like you know how when you go to a cornfield and they always like make different shapes with the cornfields and stuff.
Oh, the crop circles.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But these were already made. Nobody made them.
Okay.
There were there's like different shapes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like it's weird.
Okay.
The one she said in the show looked like a pharaoh, like a queen pharaoh, and she
Okay.
was holding something.
Oh, wow.
It's so weird. Like
It
I don't
is.
know. It weirds me out, but I'm
Well,
curious.
there's a lot of research on those crop circles too, and some of them they just can't figure it out. You know.
And we said aliens are over there too.
Yeah. Well, unidentified
Yeah,
objects
yeah.
that move unlike normal aircraft.
That's just crazy.
Um,
What? We need to know. We need more information.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I just had severe deja vu.
What?
Like we sat here before and did this.
Well, we
and
kind
looked at this. Yeah.
not, but the same video.
Yeah. In the same position, yeah, and everything.
That's
like we did this before.
Well, we kind of did recently, but it was the psychic.
No, I mean this.
Like the same exact thing.
Yeah, same conversation, same thing, same show. Yeah,
That's so weird.
I know, that was weird. It was a kind of a long flash too. Yeah.
No, sometimes you feel like you've done it before.
Yeah, I get a lot of that a lot.
That's
It comes in waves. I'll
Really?
like feel it a lot for a while, then nothing, and then yeah.
Huh.
That's another topic, another show.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is that all we have?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed this show, please let us know.
Yes.
But we got to do the hot cup thing. Melissa's going to pick. So this time, I'm going to have you close your eyes, and we're not going to know. It could be red or purple. Remember, the red are the states. Okay.
I got something.
Yep, you did. Let's see.
Oh wait, I got red and purple!
How weird.
We'll do it again, okay?
Okay, go.
Where's it? Read your way over there and you see. I got something.
Okay.
Oh, I got red.
Okay.
Let's see what it is. Wyoming.
I know nothing about Wyoming.
I know, neither do I.
So
I know it's like the least populated state, I think.
is it?
It's like a half person per mile.
Oh my god.
I know.
So Wyoming is what we got.
Yeah.
If you guys know anything, leave us a
I'm
comment.
curious about Wyoming because you never hear anything.
You don't
about
hear
it.
anything.
Right.
You don't hear any
know?
crimes or
I
anything.
just only picture in my brain like cowboys riding horses through like the plains or
Like the-
something. You
What?
know,
Wyoming is the west, right?
Wyoming
Or am
is
I wrong?
above Colorado.
Okay, yeah, it's the west then.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cowboys and western.
Yeah.
I guess Western, that's where it comes
yeah,
from.
so there probably is, maybe some stuff
Mhm.
there. So, okay.
Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, give us a comment down below. Hit the like button. What else should they do?
They should subscribe.
Yeah,
And tell
subscribe.
other friends.
It takes a lot of work to do this.
And you know what? Like we said, if you're interested in any of these topics, you can always join in somehow. If you're local, you can, or on something else. You know what I mean?
We have thought about Zoom.
Yeah, on video or whatever. Or if you had a weird experience or something you want to share or whatever you want. So.
If you don't want to share it in the comments, we do have an email. I'll leave that in the description below.
Yeah.
I'll also put it on the screen here.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah.
it's something we could talk about, not giving any personal information,
Yeah.
obviously, but something we could, maybe look into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let us know what you guys think. We'll see you in the next one.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
They get sick of eating the same old dry
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
all the time. They want something delicious.
Okay.
Okay, brother.
I almost fell out of the chair. I would have been down there. Okay. Start like normal.
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Hey everyone, it's Brenda or Bree.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
Actually, do you think we should start it the way we normally? Because you normally say it first. Does it matter? You
Do
think?
I say it first?
You do.
All right, well, we can do that.
Cut.
Okay, take two.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.